Hey everyone, it's Ryan with SacramentoAppraisalBlog.com, and today I wanted to show you how to make a graph like this in Excel. It's a median price graph, it's a bar chart. I had a colleague ask me, and I just wanted to show you what I do. I found these graphs, I find them can be very powerful to communicate just what the market's doing, especially the cyclical nature of the market each and every year. Okay, it just can often show market expertise when we can talk through what's normal in the market. But anyway, let me show you real quick, and I hope this is helpful. This is a simple graph. I'm sure it can be done in numeric also, but I know how to do it in Excel, so that's what I'm showing. So there's two columns, very easy. Column number one are the dates, and column number two is the median price. And so in column number one, I start out, it's sequential. January 31st, 2012, February 28th, 2012, March 31st, 2012, and onward through my most recent data point, February 28th, 2019. Okay, so I would suggest go with the last date of the month. That seems to make logical sense when you're considering the entire month. And the figure here, the median price in January 2012 for the entire month was 160,000. Okay, so it's not just the median price on that particular date, it's the entire month of data. Now, be clear, are you talking about single family detached sales? Are condos included in there? Are multi-unit properties? I mean, however you run the stats, just run it consistently and make sure it tells a compelling story. In my market, I only use single family detached sales because that's what makes sense for me. In some markets, condos might really add more to value. Maybe there's a ton of condos, okay? In my market, when I include condos, it sort of dilutes and waters down the data. So anyway, click on column A and hold down your mouse and highlight both columns. Okay, so you've got both columns, and this is super easy. You go to Insert, and then you go to Column, and then you might have to mess around. There might be some different options, particularly based on which version of Excel you have, but let me click this one. It's called a clustered column. Okay, boom, that worked well. Now, let me go up here, go to Insert and Column, and then let me show you what didn't work well. Here's a different type of column, 100% one that absolutely does not work. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Insert, go to Column, and use the one that did work. You can see the median price on the left on the y-axis, and then the date on the y-axis. And so now it's just about making this graph pretty. Okay, so let me do a couple things real quick. I'm going to double click on that line. I don't want a line there. I want to double click here. I want a border color. Solid line. Let me see. We'll make that black. Okay, and that just added a border at the top. And let me see here. Let me click on the white space. We'll go to layout, and let me add a chart title, centered over title. And I'm just going to put median price in Sacramento County. This font might be a little bit too big, but I'm not going to adjust that right now. I'm going to click on white space again, go to access titles, primary horizontal axis. Okay, great. And this is January 2012 to March 2019. All right, I'm going to click on that. Okay, let's pull some of this up just a little bit. There we go. Click on white space again, and then let's go to primary vertical title, rotated title. And I'm going to call this median price. And I'm going to put parentheses, single family detached. That way people know that these are not condos. Okay, that's important for me to communicate clearly. Okay, if I want this little series to say median price, then I can right click on there and go to select data and click on that, click edit, and then simply write whatever I write in here, it's going to say there, median price, okay, okay, boom, there it is. Now, if I want to get it at the bottom of the graph, I can right click on it and go to Format Legend, and then I could put it at the bottom or the top or wherever I want it. Okay, let me click in there, kind of move it up, oops, move it up. Okay, now I honestly don't think you need it. If it's just the median price, we're telling people it's the median price here. If I have multiple layers of data here, then let me have a legend. But otherwise, I'm going to delete that. There's really one other title I would add down here. I'd add my blog. Okay, I want people to know that my blog is the one behind this graph. So let's resize that there, and let's click on the blue to maybe format data series. To we could change the color if we want, but here's the fill. I'm going to go to solid fill. Let's go that blue. Border color. We'll pick the same blue. Border styles, let's put 2.25. Okay, that's maybe a little too thick. We'll go to select data. Let's see, fill. Okay, you can kind of mess with it to get the right look. But you see how we basically have a graph over time? I can mess with the y-axis too if I want. The y-axis doesn't always have to start at 0. Okay, sometimes if it starts at 0, then we don't really see the real trend because it's so stretched out. Okay, and so this kind of helps sometimes when we started a little lower or a little higher. It just helps us to see kind of how dramatic the market was, especially in 2012. Okay, maybe here I'm going to be like, I really just want to see 2013 and onward. Major unit, I would suggest either maybe 6 or 12 because it'll show you every 6 months or 12 months. I like 12 months here. That looks great. Okay, let's get that down a little bit. We'll change the year. 2013. Okay. Now, okay. One more thing. Let's get rid of the border color. Okay, no line. Okay, and that was the border color around here. Okay, so let me show you. I would basically click on the white space, and then I'm going to right-click and go to Copy, and then I'm going to pull up Microsoft Paint, which is a freeware program on my PC. And okay, let's see here. And let me just show you how I can quickly edit this image. Okay, I'm going to click Control V to copy it in here, and then I can basically save it right now as an image on my computer. Okay, now what I do to add the years, I just manually add them in. Here's 2013. And then my 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. There's a problem with this graph. I think the bars need to be a little bit wider, and I think they need to be lighter because the year here is not showing up like I want it to. Okay, but then whenever I'm done, I just click save, and then that's all good. But anyway, it's the middle of the business day. I hope that made sense. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. But can't wait to see the graphs that you make. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Take care.